Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing your weekly horoscope forecast for the week of May 20th through May 26, 2019 for all the zodiac signs. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button as well as the notification bell icon so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish on my channel. That being said and done, let's get into your horoscopes for this week. This week for Aries, this week for you, you are going to be feeling like you are going through some transitions. There's a lot of balance right now that you're seeking, but it's like you're dealing with people who perhaps are like night and day. And so when you're having a good day, they could be having a bad day, and vice versa. You also are feeling very called to your spiritual path and to your magical path. For those of you that may be exploring more of your witchcraft or Wiccan path, a lot of you will be feeling drawn to like candle magic, especially with the energy of the full moon, which starts today when I'm recording this video, which is Saturday, May 18th. All week, the full moon will be running until the 26th when the last quarter enters. So it's going to be an entire week of the full moon. And with the full moon, there's a lot of this is a Scorpio full moon. So Scorpio deals with the sides and the things that are hidden deep within us. It deals with lust, sexual energy. It also deals with the secrets and things that maybe you are holding on to and you haven't discussed. And when it's a full moon, it is going to be pulling you with that Scorpio energy into that kind of realm. So a lot of you are going to be very focused on your love life. You're going to be focused on maybe airing out things that you've been holding on to. People may probe you to kind of get that energy or get that vibe out of you so that way you can kind of tell them what's on your mind, because people are going to find you kind of intriguing. They're going to find you some mysticism around you. And so things are going to be blooming for a lot of you Aries out there. Projects that you're working on, things that you are doing, it's going to be amplified, and things are really going to just take off from here, on out for the rest of the week. So this is going to be a pretty positive week for major growth, for reflection, and for healing a lot of the inner parts of yourself that perhaps you haven't been able to fully discuss with someone else. So I want to thank you so much for tuning into your horoscope forecast for the sign of Aries this week. If you did like this video, be sure again to give it a thumbs up. Also be sure to hit that red subscribe button and the notification bell icon so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish. Also, be sure to check out my website. I have updated it with jewelry, some new pendants that are now on available. There are rainbow moonstone, rainbow solar quartz, and a rose quartz. So go ahead and check them out. They're very, very beautiful. And thank you once again. Taurus, this week for you, Taurus. This is going to be a week for Taurus that you're going to be feeling very like you're going through a cleansing, a purification with the energy of the full moon in Scorpio. It again is going to have all the signs really delving deep into the things that they have hidden within themselves, within their heart space, and kind of purging a lot of this. So you're going through a purification. This is going to be a roller coaster for some of you Taurus out there, because we are still up until the 21st when Gemini starts, we're still going to be in the sign of Taurus. So for those of you that are Taurians out there, you're going to be again going through these emotions. Some of you are also working on new projects. You're wanting to have things develop and work on your behalf. The thing here is that you may receive some opposition from people in your business. This could be business partners, this could be your coworker or your boss. The best thing to handle it is to really just continue to shine and do your own thing and prove to them that you are worthy for everything that you're doing. Everything is going to work out on your behalf. You also are feeling very pep. There's a lot of just good energy overall, and there's a pep in your steps. So a lot of you out there are going to really be kind of like embracing the divine masculine in yourself and using that energy to kind of be more logical and less reactive and emotional, even though again we are in the sign or the full moon in Scorpio. So again, be aware that there's going to be some major traction that you can gain this week in your career and other areas of your life. But again, just be sure to kind of breathe and take some time out for yourself above all. So I want to thank you for tuning in. If you did like your horoscope forecast, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you'd like to set up a private psychic reading, please visit my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop. And while you're there, be sure to check out my new pendants. I have updated the shop with a lot of new jewelry, so be sure to check that out. They are selling very, very quickly. And Gemini, this week for you, Gemini, it is going to be a week in which you are finding like you really are in your zone. On the 21st, Gemini, the sun signs move into Gemini. And so Gemini is going to be bringing you, this whole week, a lot of us Geminis out there are going to be feeling, very refreshed, very positive. There's a lot of focus on your love life. If you're single, there could be some, flirting that's going on. There is also this feeling like, now you're having a new perspective on many things that are going around you and that are happening around you. So this is a good time to kind of analyze everything from different perspectives and really kind of just, make sure that you are not overdoing things and you're not responding very emotional, because some of you this week may be a little over emotional and it can lead to some disagreements or kind of, exaggerating things that are really happening that are not so bad in your midst. A lot of you also are going to be traveling this week. There's a lot of travel, and being that the sun, the full moon is in the sign of Scorpio, a lot of you are looking for adventure, but you may not let anyone know in particular that you are going to do this, but it will be more like an impromptu thing. Also, a lot of you also are going to be handling a lot of different things very positively. It's not going to be so, blasé. It's like this week there's a mixture of energies, but you definitely will have the upper hand on a lot of this that's going on, and you'll be able to kind of interact, and your communication will just be effortlessly, because again, Gemini is a sign of communication, and when the sun sign is in the sign of Gemini, this month starting on the 21st going through June, it's just, our communication is going to be at its peak. But again, with that, I will caution that some things that you say can be taken or exaggerated in some kind of way. So just be sure to watch how you react or respond to other people, being very respectful and mindful and thinking things through. So that's going to be very, very important for you. So thank you once again, Gemini. Wish you an amazing, amazing week. I am celebrating my birthday on May 26th. So again, I am a fellow Gemini. So thank you all for your support. If you have not yet given this video a thumbs up, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And if you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can visit my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Be sure to also check out all of the pendants that are now available in my shop. I have updated the shop with a lot of new pendants. So thank you once again. Go ahead. Thank you so much. Cancer, this week for you, Cancer, a lot of you moonchilds out there are going to be feeling very connected to the water, to nature. So a lot of you are going to be finding solace and needing grounding of some sort by connecting to nature. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are taking some trips this week if you're on vacation, or you have children that are out of school now. A lot of you will be reflecting on that. This is also going to be a very emotional week for a lot of you Cancerians. Now, Cancer is a very emotional sign as it is, but with the full moon being in Scorpio, it is going to be very much amplified, and you're going to find that you're going to be weaving in and out of situations that can have you very much emotional and kind of lashing out at people or being more aggressive. It's kind of like if some of you that may not consider yourself having a backbone, well, now your backbone is going to be even amplified even more. The problem here is that a lot of you may be finding that you've been told before that you're kind of stubborn. And the thing is that you're not listening to people that are talking to you right now. now, and you need to pay attention, kind of like just not react to what they're saying, but listen and observe, because when you're doing that, you're going to be able to really find out what is their true intention, from what aspect are they deriving all of this, and how it affects you as a person, as a Cancerian. So it's going to be very important for you to pay attention and listen to your higher self, your intuition, but also listen to the people around you that are having powerful discussions with you. Their intention may not be to hurt you, but really to make you see some things that maybe you need to still work on, and that is growth, and that is something that is necessary in a lot of things that are going on in your life. You also could be very inspired right now to start something new. I would hold off on starting off anything new, because I see from this week, the energy that surrounds it. You may not be in the best mindset to start something new, like a new project, or opening up a new business, or, doing some kind of hiring a new employee if you have a business of your own. So again, there's going to be some things, maybe some that you are wanting to, like, start going to the gym or doing something different. You may want to hold off on doing too many things and kind of slow down just a little bit this week to catch up, because you can find yourself getting behind on a lot of things. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. This is your horoscope for the sign of Cancer. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you can be notified of any future readings that I publish on this channel. And in addition, be sure to check out my website, because that's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. And because I have updated my shop with a whole bunch of new jewelry, some new pendants are available now for sale. And also, if you'd like to set up a private reading, you can just go to my website, and it's all there. So have an amazing week for all of you Cancerians, Moonchilds, and blessings and love and light. Leo, this week for you, Leo, this is going to be a week in which you are focusing on your love life. There is a lot of things. Maybe you're dating someone, you're seeing someone, or maybe you already have, a spouse in your life. But there's a lot of focus right now and attention needed to your love life, because there could be some things that you are kind of neglecting, or you're maybe trying to compare a previous relationship to your current relationship and hold that person to the same standard as you held the previous person. And the problem with that is that it can cause conflict, and it can cause you this week to kind of feel a little distant, or want to kind of create some space, which is sometimes healthy. But in this case, with the energy of the full moon being in the sign of Scorpio, you definitely don't want to do that this week. You want to take things a little slow, but also be sure that you are available emotionally and otherwise for your partner, if you are with a partner. A lot of you also may be having your thoughts in the week, just drifting off into different things that are going on. This is going to be, again, a very busy time for you. And a lot of you are seeking freedom right now. You're seeking freedom from your job. You're seeking freedom from responsibility. You are kind of tired of the way that things are right now. So a lot of you are seeking change, and you're seeking this change to really happen immediately, because you're just tired of the situation. So again, this is going to be a week in which a lot of that is going to be taking place. Be sure to pace yourself and not stress yourself out entirely. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button, as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish. Also, be sure to check out my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/shop for a psychic reading. But I also have updated my shop to include a whole bunch of new pendants, and they are selling out fast. So be sure to check that out. I wish you all an amazing week. Have an amazing week. Blessings, love, and light. Virgo, this week for you, Virgo, it is a week in which you are going to be finding that there is hope. A lot of you are at a crossroads in your life right now. A lot of you may be giving up hope, or have lost hope, and that things are going to be changing in a positive manner. in your life. And for a lot of you, it's been very much a struggle the last couple of weeks. The month of May has been a struggle for a lot of you Virgos, and I'm just going to say that. But this week, Spirit is saying that there is a lot of hope around you. There's going to be something that will, of course, this may not apply to every Virgo, but there may be someone that is very special that is coming into your space, or it could be a friend that does something very generous for you. And so it kind of opens your heart and kind of brings some healing for those of you that are needing healing on a physical level, an emotional level, or a spiritual level. And a lot of you may be suffering from the inability to accept help from other people when it is given. So Spirit is saying to kind of just open yourself to being receptive to accepting this week. And when you are accepting any blessings that are being bestowed upon you, you are actually blossoming and you are growing, and you grow on a very spiritual level, and it's about receiving and allowing people to love who you are and to respect who you are. But a lot of times we kind of shut that out or don't want that to be happen, because showing any emotion could be like a sign of vulnerability. But Spirit is wanting you to kind of, be very open to that right now. A lot of you also are kind of tired. You may be tired and needing to take a time out. This could be a time out of your work. You could be, in a situation where it's just not, working out. Things are, you needing to look for another job, but you don't, you need to take your vacation to do that. Or, you're just needing time away from work, and you need time to kind of handle some personal things that are going on in your life. This is going to be a week in which you probably should do that. If you have vacation time, take it. If you need personal time, like a leave of absence, do it. But again, Spirit is wanting you to make the wisest decisions for yourself, because that's going to help you kind of grow and just be overall in a better place. And sometimes we need spiritual maintenance and we need breaks, and that's something that you need to do for yourself, because if you don't do it, no one's going to know that you need it. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, as well as the notification bell icon. And be sure to check out my website for any psychic readings that you want. Also, I have updated my website with some new jewelry, and the pendants are selling very fast. So be sure to check those pendants out. And blessings and love and light. Have an amazing, amazing week, all of you Virgos out there. Libra, this week for you, Libra, it is about feeling kind of like someone maybe is passing you up. A lot of you have been working very hard, but you could start, receiving some conversations or having some conversations with friends that maybe are doing a little bit better in life, or how you perceive it is that they are doing better in their life right now than perhaps you are. And so there's a lot of comparing right now that you're doing, to other people. And Spirit wants you to stop comparing yourself, and because you're not where you're wanting to be yet, and where you haven't reached your destiny or your goals. You will reach them, but you cannot come from a negative place or be discouraged. So know that you are working very hard, and that you're going to start reaping the rewards, that you have sown. You are going to start reaping what you've sown, and it's coming very fast. You're building things for your future right now. A lot of you have been, maybe thinking, I'm not happy in my job. I want to be more self-employed. I want to do, use my skills, maybe what you went to college for, or the job that you're in is just not fulfilling anymore. So a lot of you are going to be going through some mass changes this week, and so a lot of you are kind of needing to look at the smallest blessings, even if no matter how minute they are. Every blessing, no matter if it's tiny or it's big, it's a blessing. And if you're able to do that, you're going to find that people are going to be attracted and kind of flocking to you and taking your advice. In other words, I guess what I'm trying to say for you Libras out there is that this week in particular, if you have something to say and you say it, it's going to be said very loudly and it's going to be heard very loudly by many, many people. So you have a lot of power and control this week in, what you're saying and people listening and taking you seriously. So be sure to use it wisely and make it known out to the universe as well when you're being loud, that you want the universe to know exactly what your specific intentions are and what you want to manifest, so that way it can happen. So I want to thank you so much and wish you an amazing week, Libra. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also be sure to hit that red notification, the red subscribe button and the notification bell icon on the bottom right hand corner of this video. And be sure to check out my website, www.raymondguzman.net/shop for psychic readings. But I also have added a lot of new pendants and jewelry, basically, to my website. So I want to wish you an amazing week. Blessings and love and light. Scorpio, this week for you, Scorpio, it is going to be a week in which you are kind of, the full moon is in the sun sign, or I'm sorry, the full moon is in Scorpio, which is your sign. And so this week, you're going to be feeling like you can reach many levels. There's going to be a profound impact that you have on someone, whether it's a partner, a spouse, but there's going to be some kind of strong impact on a positive level that you're going to be undergoing. And a lot of you are kind of looking to your friendships right now, looking to your friends to kind of talk to them and maybe share something about yourself that you haven't shared with other people, that needs to be heard, that needs to be said. And so a lot of this is going to bring you into a new perspective of who you are, what you want. It's overall a good week. And above all, you're going to be finding that you're very intuitive this week and really tapping into your gifts that, are natural. A lot of you have been born with them. And you're going to be utilizing them to bring healing to others and yourself. So be sure to just take each day, with grace and with being very direct, but not playing any mind games. Don't fall into that category or realm, because again, it can shift your week, and what will be like a good week for you can just turn, really quickly into something really bad. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And if you would like to book a psychic reading, you can go to my website listed here on the screen, www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Also, on a personal note, I have updated my shop with a bunch of new jewelry, and these pendants are selling out pretty quickly, so be sure to check it out if you are interested. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing week wherever you are. Sagittarius, this week for you, Sagittarius, it is going to be a week in which a lot of you are finding that you are needing some nurturing. You're needing someone to be in your life and nurture you and show you how much they care, because right now you could be feeling like you're not, getting that love, you're not being nurtured, and you're being abused in some way, whether it's verbally from your partner or your spouse, or it's just, people attacking you, online, social media bullying, or someone that is bullying you in your life right now, and you've had enough of it. And so right now, a lot of you are going to be finding that in the evening hours, for some reason this week, what Spirit is showing me is that you're going to be finding that it's a little bit more peaceful for you. You're going to be finding that you are more connected, and your imagination can kind of go to a place that brings your creativity to a very high level, and you are vibrating at your higher self and able to kind of really interpret situations and find solutions for them. And right now, a lot of you have your heart guarded. Maybe you've gone through some heartbreak, and now you're trying to kind of open your heart to new possibilities if you've been single for quite some time. And Spirit is saying this is a perfect time to do that. You can unlock that cage that your heart is in and unlock it and be free and go forth in trusting that there is someone out there for you. And a lot of you are going to be reclusive in your home this weekend. You're going to want to be in your home because that is your safe haven. That's your safe place. And that's where you feel most comfortable. Just be sure that you're not, using it as a kind of like a scapegoat or kind of like as a cop out to deal with, the outside world, because there could be people that need your help on the outside, like friends or family, and you're kind of, just kind of pushing them away and wanting to be alone. That's not the energy that you need right now, specifically this week. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like your horoscope, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading with me, again, you can go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. But I also have updated my shop to include all bunch of new pendants that are selling out very quickly. So be sure to check that out. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing, amazing week wherever you are. Capricorn, this week for you, Capricorn, it is going to be a week in which you are being the observer. You're looking at people and places, and you're not going to be so much reacting to what people are saying around you or how they're treating you, but really just looking at them and kind of laughing. You're going to find a lot of this kind of comical because you're such a hard worker as a sign of Capricorn. But with the energy, when you bring the full moon in the sign of Scorpio, and that is factoring in for this entire week, you are going to find that you're kind of finding the humor, and people are going to be wondering, why are you being kind of like mischievous or finding things, that are comical when someone is having karma being returned to them? Well, it's because you realize that, you've been through the same position before, but you learn from your mistakes, and maybe someone else hasn't learned from their mistakes. There's a lot of happiness for a lot of you out there right now in your home life, your love life. A lot of good things happening. You could be putting and investing money into your home. This could be renovations, changing things, inviting a group of family members or people into your home to kind of celebrate. That's the energy that surrounds you this week. There's a very powerful woman this week for a lot of you that you may find kind of inspirational. This could be a mother figure, a sister, a friend, a sister friend that you are, just really vibing with them, and you're able to kind of have like a girls' day out or a girls' night out, go shopping, get your hair done, your nails. But whatever it is, you're bonding with on a greater level, and there's a lot of wisdom that this female has because, again, she's gone through a lot of situations that are very similar to what you've gone through now, what you're going through now. So be sure to listen to this person because they're coming from a place of love, but wisdom above all. And that is what you probably are searching for a lot of you Capricorns. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And if you have not checked out my website, I have updated it with a lot of new jewelry pendants this weekend. So be sure to check it out if you want to also book a private psychic reading. And it's listed here. It's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing, amazing week, all of you. Aquarius, this week for you, Aquarius, it's going to be a week in which you are going in new directions. There's a new path. This could be that you're flying out somewhere. There's a trip that you're taking, or you're just changing your perspectives and your business plans or your work plans, your career goals. There's a lot of change and a lot just letting go of things that are no longer serving you this week. At the same time, a lot of you are going to be finding that you're going to need to kind of unlock a lot of the secrets that are held deep within you. This is a whole week in which the full moon is going to be in the sign of Scorpio. When we're talking about Scorpio, that's a sign that's very much secretive, a lot of mysticism, and so there's a lot of focus right now around things that maybe you haven't opened up to a partner, you haven't opened up to your family or your friends, and they may not know why you are like this. It's because you're kind of guarded, but this is a time when you're kind of going to start looking at your life and looking at people around you and really opening up and unlocking these secrets and these things that you've been holding on to for quite some time, because it's almost like a new cycle for you, and I just will say that. You also are also going to be finding that you may be thinking of someone in your past. This could be an ex-lover, someone that was an ex-friend, and they could be on your mind right now a lot. And you could see, like, maybe from a perspective that you've done a lot of growth and healing, and you no longer think about or need this person as much as you thought you did before, because the people that surround you are good people right now, and you just have good energy. And so again, there's going to be so much positivity that surrounds you, and that you should be very grateful for this week. It's a great week to be you this week, and you get a lot of things done. So just live it up, have a drink, you have a cigarette, whatever, but it's going to be a good week for you. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And if you'd like to book a private psychic reading with me, you can go to my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop. While you're there, be sure to check out my pendants. I have updated my shop with a bunch of new jewelry pendants that you can wear. So if you're interested, check that out. Have an amazing week. Blessings and love and light for all of you Aquarians. Pisces, this week for you Pisces, it's going to be a week in which your people are asking, can you hear me? People are wanting to know if you can be heard. You could be asking people as well, or thinking about people that are around you. They're not really listening to what you are talking or what you're saying. They're not very interested for some reason, but they need to be, because you are really pouring your heart and soul out. So if someone is being evasive or not corresponding to your energy, and you find that you're pouring out your heart and soul, these are going to be ties that you need to kind of sever and cut those things out, because again, you're draining your heart and soul. A lot of you Pisces are going through a transformation. Now, interestingly enough, you are very intuitive as it is, but with the full moon in Scorpio, your intuitive abilities are really going to be at its peak. So you could be kind of finding that you may be on an intuitive overload, and being around people this week may kind of cause you to be emotional, or not really thinking very rational, or responding in a manner that your communication could come off as sarcastic, and you're not wanting or meaning to be that way, but it comes out in the spurt of the moment. You just are uninhibited and unfiltered, and that's the energy that surrounds you this week. A lot of you also are feeling like on your romantic side right now that you're like someone is sweeping you off of your feet. They are taking you on a journey with them. And so if you are involved in a relationship with someone, there's a lot of freedom and a self-exploration. There is a journey that you're going through together. This could be karmic in nature, and it could be a soulmate union. But whatever it is, there's a lot of positivity that surrounds a lot of you Pisces out there. But be sure to pay attention to the signs and the symbols that are being sent your way by the universe, because this is going to be a week in which there's a lot of signs and messages that need to be received by you on a greater level. And don't think that's just your imagination. So this is your horoscope forecast for this week. I want to thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. I have updated my shop with a lot of new jewelry pendants that are selling out very quickly. So be sure to go to my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop and pick one up if you'd like to. Also, you can book a private psychic reading while you're there. Have an amazing, amazing week. Blessings and love and light to all of you. Gemini, this week for you Gemini, it is going to be a week in which you are finding like you're really are in your zone. On the 21st, Gemini, the sun signs move into Gemini. And so Gemini is going to be bringing you, this whole week, a lot of us Geminis out there are going to be feeling, very refreshed, very positive. There's a lot of focus on your love life. If you're single, there could be some, flirting that's going on. There is also this feeling like, now you're having a new perspective on many things that are going around you and that are happening around you. So this is a good time to kind of analyze everything from different perspectives and really kind of just, make sure that you are not overdoing things and you're not responding very emotional, because some of you this week may be a little over emotional and it can lead to some disagreements or kind of, exaggerating things that are really happening that are not so bad in your midst. A lot of you also are going to be traveling this week. There's a lot of travel, and being that the sun, the full moon is in the sign of Scorpio, a lot of you are looking for adventure, but you may not let anyone know in particular that you are going to do this, but it will be more like an impromptu thing. Also, a lot of you also are going to be handling a lot of different things very positively. It's not going to be so, blasé. It's like this week there's a mixture of energies, but you definitely will have the upper hand on a lot of this that's going on, and you'll be able to kind of interact, and your communication will just be effortlessly, because again, Gemini is a sign of communication, and when the sun sign is in the sign of Gemini, this month starting on the 21st going through June, it's just, our communication is going to be at its peak. But again, with that, I will caution that some things that you say can be taken or exaggerated in some kind of way. So just be sure to watch how you react or respond to other people, being very respectful and mindful and thinking things through. So that's going to be very, very important for you. So thank you once again, Gemini. I wish you an amazing, amazing week. I am celebrating my birthday on May 26th. So again, I am a fellow Gemini. So thank you all for your support. If you have not yet given this video a thumbs up, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And if you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can visit